Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oyindi Furiperani Mashapa, Wanayana wa Muvinda. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, a veteran in this channel, welcome back for yet another exciting episode of Vlogmas. And today, this is like the second last episode of Vlogmas. And I just want to reflect on my 2021. This is actually called the Naughty or Nice Challenge. So I'm going to be reflecting on my year, and I thought a good way to do it will be to consider all the different aspects, of my life and just reflect on them. And then, just give you guys the raw version of everything. I didn't script this one down. So it's just like, it's flowing right now. A lot will be the word to describe 2021. And let's just dive into it and actually explain why I'm actually saying 2021 was a lot, because it was a lot. Anyways, starting with social life, right? Ooh, social life. What I really learned, from, I guess, when it comes to social life is the fact that intention is everything. You have to be intentional about the people you want to have in your circle. And in as much as you're intentional about having those people in your circle, it's also important to pray for those people in your circle, because friends can be a source of stress, so it's also very important to pray for the people that are in your circle. And friendships are not like automated machines. You have to work on them. And what this means is there'll be conflict, and you have to have the guts. I know a lot of us are really uncomfortable with confrontation, but that is needed, to make things work, because you can't just pretend like nothing happened or you're not bothered by stuff. You have to really voice out whenever there's something that concerns you that you haven't addressed. You have to really voice it out. And then now the second part, right? I mean, we're going holistically. I'd say physical, mental health. The ghetto, the real ghetto, the ghetto. It was the ghetto. At some point, I wasn't really sleeping because I had opted to write 2 exams, and I was just studying like crazy. It was really crazy. And there was a point where my body was just like, bruh, I am done. I am tired. And I felt really tired. I had to literally take time off. And I was talking to, some of my friends, and they were saying, you know what? We know you work so hard, but how about actually just studying and taking a break? Study, take a break. So if you have a full-on session in the morning, then take the afternoon off. And if you feel like you can, rather do an evening session or just sleep early, wake up early, continue with the grind. And that really helped, because I was always tired and it was just too crazy for me to continue. And at that point, even exercising was just a lot. And then because of all the stress and all the not really resting, my body was literally taking a toll, and I had to go see a doctor, because I was just like, this is just not on. My body cannot shut down right now. I need my body for the next exam. And it was hectic. So I really learned the importance of taking care of yourself and literally balancing. In as much as you'll be working hard, finding time to rest, literally, it is important. Finding time to rest, and also just working around your schedule so that you're able to rest. At some point, I had pre-recorded all the videos that came out for a month or so, into my exams, and I was ready. I was just like, you know what? For this month, I'm not recording anything for YouTube. I will schedule all the videos. And I remember at some point, I even deleted my WhatsApp, because I was just like, I need to focus. I need to reduce, the interaction that I'm having with people, because that takes energy, that takes time. So literally put my offline thingy on WhatsApp, and I was like, guys, I'm out, because I knew at that point that I had nothing in me left to give. I had to really take care of myself. So definitely that. I lost a lot of weight as well, because the pressure and the stress was just a lot. But we recovered afterwards. Even during exams, I was now like more aware of what I have to do, and also just making sure that I get enough sleep, I eat healthy, because that's another thing. Like, when you're not sleeping, when you're not eating healthy, like, your body literally crumbles. It's a holy temple. You have to take care of it. It crumbles. And even with like flus or whatnot, these small things, your immune system is so weak, like it cannot really fight those things off, and that adds to it. So definitely taking care of yourself physically, mentally, it's quite important. That's what I really, really learned. Like, I used to do it, but then it was also a thing of, oh, well, if I can't go to the gym, if I can't do this, then I can always skip. But it came to a point where it was really necessary for me to actually do all those things. Coming on to, spiritual health as well, because it's really, really important. And I remember before stepping into the exam season, like way back before even writing my first exam, we were reflecting with a friend to be like, you get so caught up in studying during exam seasons that you might actually cut down on your prayer life, cut down on reading the Bible, cut down on like spending time, with God. And I was just like, I want to do things differently this time around. I want to have quality time with God, and not really stress because it's exam season and whatnot. And I was very intentional about that. I was very, very intentional about, making sure that I set aside time. And this was also a time where me and some of my friends, we started like a prayer group, and every evening at like 7 p.m. we would, first there will be a chapter in the Bible that we will have to read. We will choose like a book in the Bible, read that chapter, discuss the chapter, pick out some prayer points from the chapter if there are any, because some of those chapters were just a lot. So pick up on those things and, pray for that hour between 7 and 8. We would just pray. And it didn't matter whether I was writing or not, like we would just continue doing it. And that really, really helped, for me not to cut down on my prayer life and just like staying consistent. Because it's easy to just say, no, I'll read the Bible when I go to sleep, or like I'll pray and then I'll read the Bible tomorrow. But like making sure that the two actually go hand in hand, that little group literally helped me to just keep the focus, also keep, talking to God and just sustaining that relationship, so that when you're done with exams, it's not like, hey God, I come back, type of vibe. It's not even that. That your prayer life has been a well-oiled machine throughout. And that was something that I really, really, really felt, I should actually continue to do it, like do it again, make sure that, both of them are actually on par, or even like on higher levels. And then another area of my life to reflect on, Mjoloville. Of course there had to be Mjoloville, because Mjoloville, the social part, that was really about friends. Mjoloville, Mjoloville type of vibe. Joloville really, I think more than anything, it's also about intention, being intentional about someone. And it's so funny, a friend of mine always says, like, loving someone is actually an irrational decision to choose them every single day. And honestly, that's what it is. Because we're not going to feel the butterflies every day, like a year into it, 2 years into it and stuff, It's not so much about the feeling, but being intentional actually about the whole thing. And I think that was something that I learned. And also just being open. I went on a couple of dates this year, I won't lie. I really, really went on a couple of dates and I enjoyed myself. Can't believe I'm confessing that out loud. But well, I did. And I actually had interesting conversations with a lot of people. And for me, that was like, you stepping out of your shell a bit. And I think what I really love mostly is when you meet someone that you haven't met and you just hit it off the conversation is just flowing, and there's that rapport, man. It's fun, it's amazing. And I felt like this year was a lot about conversations, and I had really interesting conversations with a lot of people, which was so cool and so amazing. And definitely I've also seen like something that I don't like in these things as well. The fact that sometimes people actually come to you because they know you. I'm on YouTube and I say a lot of things here. Like I say a lot of stuff about what I like, what I don't like, and like about money as well and stuff. And then there are people that will come to you and not really present who they are, but like project themselves in a certain way because they think that is what is attractive to you, right? And that's the funniest thing, because I can listen. Like I must say I've worked on my listening skills. I can listen. And another thing is like I believe I'm a very good judge of character. I don't know, I feel like it's also like a discernment thing. I can pick it up. It's just that sometimes you might avoid it, or you might not listen really to your inner voice. But it's just that thing where you're like, the more I get to know you, the more I realize, nah. Nah. And I was right all along. So that type of vibe, like I feel like the more you grow and you like out there on YouTube, that is what I'm starting to feel is like a downside of being on YouTube and like being out there. The fact that people lose that realness, man, if there's such a word. People lose that when they interact with you, and some things are just so superficial. You just like, bruh, stop lying, like just be real. And there's nothing more attractive than a person just being themselves. I think that's what I find interesting. When you are just being yourself, that is the most beautiful thing ever. Forget about what you've seen on my YouTube channel. Okay, not really forget. But like just be yourself. That is the most interesting thing. And I find that attractive, people who are themselves. People pretending to be something they're not so that they can impress. Like it's just that's stupid. All right, and then let's reflect on the big one, the one that we talk about in this channel, financial, right? In terms of finances, I think I really learned the importance of having an emergency fund this year, because there was a time where I got like a really shocking medical bill of over 10K, and my medical aid just didn't pay, and I was just like, what on earth is going on? And yeah, there was a lot of back and forth in terms of who's wrong, who's right, and at the end of the day that bill fell on me because it was too late to claim from the medical aid because those people didn't claim on time and all of that. And I'll say that would be one advice if you're going to consult like a psychologist or consult a doctor and all of that. If possible, if they give you like just pay and then ask them to give you an invoice and claim from your medical aid as soon as possible. I felt like that is what I should have done, because they literally just I was going for therapy earlier on in the year and last year as well, and they didn't claim. So it was the thing, didn't claim on time, right? They're saying the process for them to register as one of the service provider took long, so they claimed like after 4 months. And my medical aid has a rule: if your claims are more than 4 months old, then they're not gonna pay. So it was just a mess, a mushy mess, and that bill literally fell on me, and I was just like, we could have avoided all of this. So if possible, just pay, get the invoice, claim from your medical aid, be done. Because if the admin is not on point, then you're gonna suffer. Like literally you don't have an option. They were even threatening to take me to debt collectors and stuff, and I was just like, but this is your fault though, so you have no right to threaten me at this point, you know. But anyways, that really left like a bitter taste in my mouth. I was just like, yeah, is this therapy thing even working? It really, really left a bitter taste in my mouth, honestly. Cause then you just like what the hell, guys? What the hell, really? You could have avoided this. That was really, really like annoying. But of course, going forth, it's just like a lesson that I'm taking to say, actually, don't trust providers. They might as well not claim on time, knowing very well that they have to claim on time, and your medical aid might as well just deny. And they're like, we don't care what happened. So yeah, that definitely like literally took a nice knock, and I had to rebuild my savings and stuff. And it was just a thing of, you know what, hadn't I actually saved up, hadn't I had that emergency fund, I would have been like in trouble financially, because you just like, this bill that is coming my way, it's unexpected. I still need to do like other things as well. Like I wasn't expecting to pop out this money in 1 month even. And then as if that's not enough, something else happened as well. Same month, like it was crazy. It was actually around my birthday, like that bill, and then something else happened, and I also had to pop like a huge sum of money. And I was just like, yeah, no, I see why we really, really need to have an emergency fund. And after like, you know, taking off a large chunk of my emergency funds, the process was just, let's rebuild, because should something like that happen again, I wouldn't be able to actually, you know, do it. But I'll actually, I think I should do a story time on the second thing that happened. Mess. I think I should do a story time, because I believe there are quite a number of lessons to actually be learned from the second story. But anyway, stay tuned next year for that. And also this year, the importance of looking for ways to build wealth and actually just having a plan and sticking to the plan. So I have a financial advisor, and it's one of the things, you know, that I had to like sit down and discuss, because it was just like, in as much as I'm working and all of that, I want to build wealth. How do we do this? So having those conversations really, and also just being intentional about it, and also being open to new ventures, for example, and learning about new things, that really, really, really did like a number or two on me. And just I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see, you know, how things will pan out. But for now, we chill and we wait, I guess. And then the last part, I mean, God has been amazing. I think 2021 was a tough year. It was a lot of challenges, but a lot of like great moments as well. Reflecting on it, I'm just like, I'm really grateful to God for all the opportunities, man, and all the things that worked together, the good, the bad, they all in the end worked together for my good. And I'm here and I'm just like, Lord, we bless you, we thank you, because it was really a lot. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this naughty or nice challenge, and I hope, you know, in the comment section you can actually say, have I been naughty or have I been nice? I think I've been nice this year. 2021, I've been nice. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. It's actually tomorrow. I'm gonna upload a vlog tomorrow of how I'll be spending my Christmas. Nothing major, we'll just be cooking and doing stuff, but I hope you guys will enjoy it. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Mwah. I will see you in the next Vlogmas video. Oh, bye.